Yo, what the fuck is up, man? Welcome back to the Wake and Bake. We're still out here in LA, and we're not even in the loony bin right now. We're actually chilling in, where are we in LA, though?
You're in Northeast Los Angeles, Frogtown.
Frogtown, Ribbit, ho, what's up? But hey, man, you guys know you can find our show on Instagram. That's at the Wake and Bake OH. Get a hold of our show on Facebook and shit. Watch our streams on YouTube at the Wake and Bake with Blind James. And you can listen across your favorite streaming platform. And last but not least, I always fuck that one up. Last but not least, I need to take a speech class, dude. That or I'm cotton off really bad. And we haven't smoked in about a couple hours. So I'm overdue. But aside from that, yeah, pop over to patreon.com/blindjames. Look up that donation. Keep our show afloat so we can keep bringing you dope-ass interviews like the one we're bringing you today. Then, of course, with me, as always, is the man, the legend, the co-host, the Don Cooch.
Yo,
How you feeling back there, Don?
shit, I'm feeling pretty good, man. Excited for this one, hell yeah.
Dude, I know, man. As soon as we even got word back from this guy, I was super pumped about it, dude.
Yes.
About that life, man. Musician, comedian, let's do that shit. Hell yeah, you guys know you can find Cooch on Instagram at Don_Cooch, Kooch. Hit him up for all your recording needs. Then running our video, there's our executive producer, Waldo. What up, bro?
What's going on, brother?
Showing like a villain. How are you back there on the ones and twos?
Very happy to be here.
You're not on
Everything's
the one.
running smooth.
What do they call it? If you're on the sound, you're on the ones and twos. What do they call it if you're on the camera?
The fucking
Come on, Hollywood.
twos and fours.
The twos and fours, yeah.
Yep, there we go.
You calling me Hollywood?
You're
You're wearing sunglasses inside. I don't care if you're blind.
Do you want to see my gross non-eye?
Nope, no, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. All right. Find Waldo on Instagram at Party with Waldo. And if you're talking about Wake and Bake on any of our shit, you be talking to Waldo. Get yourself booked in, man. We'll promote you. Do what we got to do. But this interview today, I'm super excited for, man. I'm a big fan of the Kill Tony podcast. I've been watching and listening to Mexican drum-offs for, I don't know, a couple years now. And I'm very excited to bring in the master of the Mexican drum-off, Jimenez. What's up, my dude?
Hello. How are you?
I'm fucking awesome.
Hell yeah, I just realized you had a Dead Kennedys shirt on.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I would have been
I wore
nicer
this
to you.
I wore this especially for you.
Thank
dude.
you. Yeah, that's cool. I almost wore a Dead Kennedys shirt today, too.
No
It's,
shit.
Yeah, it's like you got it in my head.
Dude, yeah, and we talked a little bit ago about how you got to drum off with the drummer from Black Flag.
Yeah. Isaiah.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that, like, we'll message each other, and it's fucking weird, dude.
Isn't it, dog? That's
So
how kind of I
good.
felt hitting you up, man. I was like, dude, you're like, I've been listening to this guy, drum off and, shut
Yeah.
people out.
It was so cool.
Doing
He
backflips off shit.
that night, he helped me break down my gear, and I was like, what the fuck?
You're like,
it's
dude,
crazy.
get out of here,
Yeah.
bro.
But he was just like, oh, do you need help? I'm like, yeah, we fucking did it. This fan isn't fucking things up, right?
No.
Alright,
we're
good.
good.
We're out there.
Just checking. You looked up like you know what I was talking about.
Yeah, like that one? That one.
Alright, I'm done with the blind jokes. That's it. I'm sorry.
Dude, there will
Let's
be
turn to
many
it's
more
not
to
fun
We're
anymore.
gonna be no. We like to get blind jokes.
Okay,
in,
cool.
For sure,
Alright,
plenty of them. Dude. Like one of my favorite jokes that I even tell is like, how about I sometimes like I'll run into my grandma's titties.
Uh-huh.
It's
That's
bad
funny,
titty.
yeah.
It's bad titty, dude. You don't want that titty.
I don't know, man. I don't know what your grandma looks like.
Dude, she's 88, bro. I mean, if you're into that, dog.
88 is kind of shaped like boobs. Like,
it's like
Those are
two
four
double
boobs.
boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only
it's like,
if she was
it's like
0,
boobs
0.
next to boobs.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
Flip them sideways, you got 2 sets.
That's what I'm
Ooh.
saying, dude. And then you can motorboat it like the old. That's like infinity boobs, dude.
There you go.
That's double
That's right,
infinity
yeah,
boobs.
Hell yeah. Time travel. and
Double
shit.
infinity.
Dude, double
Oh,
infinity
yeah.
boobs, man.
Yeah.
That's like you have great infinity boobs.
What's this guy's job over here? What do you do? You just sit here and
We just
Yeah,
brought,
they just put me in the
actually,
back, man.
he's
Nice.
a musician, and I
Oh, okay.
manage him, so I brought him out here to meet all the people from Radio
Oh, okay,
360.
cool.
But
Okay.
he's blind, so we got to throw him around with us too.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, dude.
blind people helping blind people.
That's
though.
right. The blind leading the
That's,
blind.
that's what it is. Stick strong. Man.
That's right.
We tap hard, you know.
Let's, stick to the program.
Stick to there it is.
Ooh.
Oof, I like that. You're very good, my friend. I like that a lot. Dude, so you've been doing? How long you been drumming on Kill Tony?
I've been in Kill Tony I think 4.5 years now.
Oh damn, that's
I think
a
so. It's
stretch,
kind of crazy, man. I think it was fuck, I don't remember the exact year, dude, but I think it's about 4.5, maybe almost 5.
How did you even get into that? Was
So,
it a tryout or some shit?
No, so long story. I'll try to make it quick.
No, we're good, man. Hit it.
So I started doing comedy 8 years ago, and I would just go to all these open mics around LA, and I saw Pat Reagan, who was the like original band leader.
Okay.
So before he was the band leader, he was like sort of like he's well known in like the LA comedy scene, and started getting spots at the store.
Cool.
Used to open up for Roast Battle, and one night he had like this fucking like transcendent set where he crushed in front of everybody. Tony was there, all these people were in the room, absolutely killed. Gets a CD to Tony. Tony actually listens to it like on his way home, likes it, tells Pat he wants him to be the band leader. Pat becomes the band leader on Kill Tony. All the while, I skipped some shit. So I met Pat at open mics in LA. He used to do like guitar like songs, like guitar comedy.
See, that's the type of shit that everybody in Cleveland wants to book me on to do now.
And I used to hate it. I used to be like, not him, but like I didn't like the whole guitar comedy
That's how
thing.
I feel, dude. I was just telling Blind Joel about this the other day. I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting niched because everybody knows I'm a musician. They just want me to do this music stuff.
Well, it's okay. I mean, it's like, so Pat was like exceptionally like good. Like even people that hated guitar comedy liked Pat because he just had like a cool take on it, you know. So I enjoyed what he was doing, and I used to be like, I had stopped playing drums for years already. I was kind of over being in bands, and I saw him and I was like, hey, if you ever need a drummer, let me know. Like I hear drums to your songs, let me know.
Right.
Like a year goes by, he's like, we're at a studio. Do you want to come by? I basically auditioned to be in this band called the Baby Boys. They asked me to be in the band that day, and then. We did an album. We did a video for College Humor. We did a video for Comedy Central. We started like playing shows.
Right. Getting some good connection there. I like that.
So flash forward, bam, to the Roast Battle set. Pat becomes the band leader. This maybe like I've known Pat maybe 3-4 years at this point. I didn't have a car at the time or a license, so I would just roll with Pat to the Comedy Store.
Oh, right on
Mondays. I would
sign
sign up.
Put my roll up with, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw my name in the bucket. I got up on Kill Tony like once or twice before I even like knew the guys.
How many people sign up for a Kill Tony?
Oh, it's crazy now.
In that bucket.
Now it's like it's a lot, dude. It's
I
like
imagine.
It's got to be over 60 names.
Oh wow.
I'm sure we've got it in like
what's
100.
the room? A 250 room or what?
I think it's like 3.
Oh, what room are you guys in?
The main room.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we used that's
I
part of the
thought
story.
the main room was like 1,000-seater or something.
You know,
it
and
was like a small theater.
It might be like 300 to 500. I'm real bad at guessing numbers. Anytime my mom's like, "How many people were there?" I'm like, "Fuck, I don't know. I'm bad at it." Yeah, I would guess.
Really
wrong.
loud 17 people.
Yeah, I mean, probably not as bad as you, but
definitely not.
So Pat becomes the band leader, but we're in the belly room, which was upstairs. It's tiny up there. Like that one, I think is like, oh fuck, see, here we go again. I don't know.
Yeah, see, that was 75, 100.
Like 90 or something.
That's
maybe
nice
more. I may be
nice
wrong, because they open it up. They can open up like the side and stuff.
But you guys sell it out every week, right?
Yeah, so we're not there anymore. So we got bumped. We had to go to the main room because the show got bigger. But so I didn't have a drum set like small enough to fit upstairs.
Yeah.
And so one day I was at a thrift store and I found like a little kid's bass drum, and I was like, I fixed it up. I put
well, like First Act drum.
Exact same brand. Yeah.
Yeah.
First Act. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I got it. I called Pat. I was like, hey, I got a drum set small enough. He's like, all right, come with me Monday. So I showed up Monday, and I was there. Like I never left. Once I got there, I was like, man, I love this. Like I never want to leave this place, you know. So,
no, what happened with the band, the Baby Boys?
We're still together. We just did an album. We just dropped an album. We've gone through so many different changes, and we're about to record on Saturday, so it's a little more relaxed now. It was like.
How'd you guys start off then? What were you guys doing in the beginning?
It was just that. So I auditioned. We were playing. A lot of our early stuff was like songs Pat was doing on stage, like in his act, and we just adapted them for like full band.
Okay.
There was a place called Echoes Under Sunset in Echo Park that we used to throw shows there and play there, and.
So you had a full on band at this point. You
full band, bunch of iterations.
You guys start writing your own shit as a group, or is it still Pat just putting shit together and then?
No, we started writing our own stuff. But I would say that there's a good mix now. Pat usually writes the lyrics and sort of the initial ideas, and then we'll come in and like shape everything or put our input in.
Right on.
Like that, yeah.
So what did you say happened first? Like, what were you more into music or comedy? Because obviously, I mean, you have a history with drumming. So where did that come about?
I've been playing drums since I was 14, and that was like my main like hustle. That was supposed to be the dream. Like I was supposed to be like a punk drummer or whatever.
Yep.
Then I sang for a punk band like when I was
What were
17.
some of your influences on the punk end, man? I mean, obviously we talked a little bit Dead Kennedys,
Yeah.
Black
Dead
Flag,
Kennedys.
there.
Black Flag. I like a lot of bands from the South Bay, like Descendants, Pennywise, Black Flag.
We're big Descendants. We got to see. Well, we didn't see, but Descendants was at Riot Fest.
Oh, cool. That's right. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I I love all those South Bay bands. So when I was singing for that punk band, I got
Dag Nasties at all?
Yeah, Dag Nasty. Yeah. So my buddies in they're touring right now in a band called Field Day. That's like a couple of the old members, like original members.
I've heard of that.
They're touring right now. I think it's a Dag Nasty record. Right? I'm not super hip on the Dag Nasty stuff, but I know they're like important.
Okay.
Yeah, my friend Doug, he plays bass in that band right now, but he was in the Descendants also. That was like a big influence on me when I was a kid. I was a intern at a record label.
Okay.
I interned for Suburban Noise Records. Do you know them? They did the Cotton Rock Kings.
Yeah.
So this guy Doug was like the VP of sales and marketing there, and he kind of like took me under his wing and kind of was like a big influence and mentor. Like he did an album for me when I was 17, so I sang for this band.
Oh shit! What
he
band?
did the
What was it
recording.
called?
It's called One Against One.
Right.
It's on SoundCloud. If you go to
What
SoundCloud.com/.
What kind of music was it? Kind of like the old school funk or like new age?
No, it was very
as it is kind of. Or
no, it's very like Orange County, like South Bay style, like sort of maybe like
Agent Orange type stuff?
Yeah, kind of like that, like Agent Orange, a little bit of like Pennywise, a little bit of like
a little more melodic.
Social Distortion. Yeah, sort of that like early Social D stuff.
Hell yeah, I did all that for sure, man.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple of bands even today that I'm into that are doing it like bringing that old school sound back. There's one that I'd tell you to check out called Tiny Moving Parts.
Okay, cool.
Their drummer is fucking phenomenal,
awesome, dude.
They do some crazy like off timing, off beat shit.
Yeah.
I'm
That
really
stuff fucking freaks me out.
Me too, because I can't do it so good, man.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like
can't
too
do it at
on
all.
rhythm for it.
Yeah.
That's like I was showing Blind Joel yesterday, one of my favorite bands, Ocean's 8 Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
They do like completely like 4 or 5 separate polyrhythmic tones within a measure.
You lost me, dude. No, okay, no.
Right, no.
I remember like
the
the first band that I really like. I mean, Tool does that a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
The Mars Volta is kind
Love
of got
the
some
Mars
weird
Volta.
stuff.
Even at
but,
the drive-in.
Yeah.
Man.
But sometimes all that shit. I always say that like if the first drummer I heard was Neil Peart, I would have never played drums because I would have been like, I can't do that.
Okay.
Fucking,
See, that's
so I like the
kinda feel
Ramones,
that way
right?
the
Like
same
I
way.
hear the Ramones, and I'm like, I can do that.
I can
like,
do that.
You know.
That's
And of
how
course
I
they
felt.
did it well and at a fucking really high level, but it was inspiring to be like, I could do that. You know?
Who were some of your biggest influence on?
Probably that. I mean, I love in drums wise, I love Byron from Pennywise. That was like my shit. I used to like be in my garage and play Pennywise stuff for like 3 hours at a time with like headphones and my poor neighbors.
Get it.
I got a
Were
lot
you
of
Bill
my influences
Stevenson
there.
fan?
Yeah, I love him. Yeah.
I dig Bill. I never got into Bill until one of our buddies got me into the Descendants.
Yeah.
And even some of the Descendants stuff, like I have unpopular opinion. There's a couple albums there that I can't fucking stand.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah. But there's ones that I love, and the one that I love is like it's the most unloved one. It's holy shit, man. Goddamn, what was the one before All?
Hellraker? No, that was
No.
Enjoy?
No. Might not have been. No, not Enjoy. Joy was one that I was.
No, not Everything Sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Everything
I
Sucks.
think it might. Yeah, I think it was Everything Sucks,
Cool.
man.
Yeah, that one's good.
But that has like your sheets are dirty.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, and so are you.
Yeah. I fucks with that one. That's like probably my favorite one. And then I was talking to my buddy Tyler, and he was like, "Dude, this is like their like lowest selling, like most unpopular album."
Yeah.
I was like,
Whatever.
I'm like, this is dope.
Who gives a fuck about that, right? If you like it, you like it.
That's how I feel. Obviously, that's how we should feel. But it was just, weird to think that because, that, I think, in my opinion, that was like for the sense one of your most melodic fucking, well put together sounding records. But then again, for punk fucking, purists, that's not what they're looking for. They don't want that fucking well put together. They're looking for that thrashy fucking,
Sometimes I have
I drink too much coffee. I need that what do they call it? A bonus cup.
Yeah. Sometimes I have an issue with like the punk purists. Like I get it, I'm all with it, I'm for it, but like I think it just becomes this like ideology that kind of keeps you closed off to exploring like other things and just accepting that maybe something just sounds good, even if it doesn't fit your like rigid rules of like what you think punk should be. But then I'm also a hypocrite. Like I'll still hold those rules for certain things.
I think we all do that.
Yeah,
Man.
I got weird.
You can't avoid, man, because I'm the same way when it comes to like metalcore music. It's like my favorite, but it's like people would be like, "Oh, well, then you're into like this band, or some other metal band." I'm like, "Well, no, because that's not the type of metal I'm into."
Yeah, for sure. It's so nuanced, man. For a little bit, I felt bad that my back was to Blind Joel, and then I realized he's blind. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no.
He doesn't need me to like.
He's technically not even part of the show, but we like bringing him.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's
but I do like that you came with a whole posse.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have to, man. You know, I can't.
Oh, that's true. I forget.
And especially, I gotta have the sound guy who knows exactly what the fuck he's doing
to
make it sound good. And then the producer, this guy is my eyes and fucking hands when it comes to all the messages and shit that they get sent.
Fuck, that's rough, dude. It's funny. It's kind of inspiring because I've been like wanting to do my own podcast for so long, and I'm always like finding excuses.
Yeah, no,
and
fuck
here we
that,
are,
dude.
a fucking blind guy.
Come from Cleveland.
Figured it out.
In L.A.
Yeah. Here
Came
you
out
are.
to L.A. to interview a guy. Like,
God, I gotta stop making excuses.
Right, dude. And if there was a fucking drum kit here, I'd be like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I thought about it. I was like, are these guys gonna bring fucking djembes?
No, actually, I have it. There's probably one of them talking.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we were out of Venice jamming yesterday.
Oh, that's funny, man. I used to go to Venice all the time as a kid to go like buy bongs and shit underage.
Yeah.
And then like the last time I went, I was there for like my 31st birthday or something. I was like, oh, I never have to come back here again. Like I don't need to be here, man.
Yeah, right.
I like it. I'm kidding.
Well,
I
for
love
boys
Venice.
from Cleveland, it's a nostalgia.
Oh, it's sick, dude. No, Venice is sick,
man. It's dope.
Just
like
like
going
the
to Santa Monica Pier.
The last time I was there, like the cleanest bathroom I found had needles in it. So I'm just like, oh, I don't need. There's never toilet paper in the bathrooms. All the like spots on the boardwalk don't want to give you like napkins because everybody's like, because there's always like vagrants like bugging them.
Always.
But I do love Venice. I have like a soft spot in my heart. I used to like take the bus out there to go surf and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, how long? So you been surfing?
Nope, I'm bad at it. Awful. Try to surf, attempting to surf.
Okay.
I've maybe caught like 2
same way.
waves my entire life, and I've attempted to catch
Damn,
like
bro, I think
500.
I've caught more than that.
That's
dude.
right. Yeah, chlamydia.
Dude, for real, dog, it happens, yo. Sometimes you get the itch, you know.
No, I don't know.
No, you ain't
I
slinging
guess
it
you
on
can't.
board, dog.
I guess you can't really see what you're sticking it in.
No, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's whatever I want it to be, homie. You know.
Yeah, damn, dude.
My fiance hates when I tell that joke.
Yeah, I bet, dude.
Fucking hates it.
That's
So
funny.
you going to drumming at 14. You're in a couple bands and shit.
Yeah.
And then why'd you drop off drumming? When did that happen?
I just got tired of like, and I always felt like I was like the most dedicated member of every band that I was in.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure other people will beg to differ. Like they probably, who knows? I was like a dumb kid and maybe I was the difficult one. But I just got tired of like having to go to have that like the wrangling of getting like everyone together in the same place. You go on in 30 minutes and you fucking drummer is like a half hour away, like whatever, and you're panicking up until like it's time to go, and then it's just a lot. It's just like cat wrangling, dude. And so that's one of the best things about stand up is like being able to just show up, grab by yourself, grab the mic, and leave
Hell yeah.
when you're done. But so I was just done with it, man. And then when I met Pat, I was like kind of inspired to start again. So. Which is like, fuck, I'm so glad I did because I would have never got the Ludwig thing. I would have never.
I was going to ask about that. When did the Ludwig fucking thing come into play?
It's been like a year, almost exactly a year, yeah.
So how did they contact you?
So it's a cool story. So like Jeremiah and our buddy Rick Kosick, shout out to Rick. He's a filmer for Jackass and Big Brother magazine. And,
yeah, dude.
He shot the
He's
Deftones
dude.
Around the Fur cover, like famous, iconic album cover.
Yeah.
So they go to NAMM last year, and I guess one of the guys, my dude from Ludwig, his name's Bob Henry. Shout out to Bob Henry. He saw them, I guess, and like went after them with his card and was like, "Hey, get this to Joel. Like, I already cleared it with my boss to like get him a kit." So I called him up like that Tuesday. It was like a Saturday. I called him on Monday or Tuesday, and I think I got the kit the next Wednesday. And like the coolest thing was they put me on their artist roster. So that's like the drum set's amazing, but like just to be like an official Ludwig artist
sponsored
fucking
drummer,
huge, man.
dude.
Yeah, it's amazing, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was.
And then I got to go to NAMM this year, and that was dope.
I was looking to go
Yeah.
this year
We
too.
just
We'll probably hit
listed.
it next year. But yeah, so what goes on in NAM, dude? Was that your first experience
First
there?
time, yeah.
Did you get to link up with meet anybody cool?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just I wanted to just float around and look at stuff. I didn't know, I thought about going, we went on the Thursday, I thought about going back on Sunday to try and, like, meet people and make, like, connections,
Yeah,
but
double
it's
music
like,
industry
nah,
move.
it's a lot, dude. It's a lot to, like, go, it's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything that I could have done there that I can't do, like, via email or, like,
Right. Well,
social
and that's the
media.
other, I mean, you live
Who
here
knows?
in LA too, so it's a different ball game. You know, a lot of people in NAM are, you know, bands and shit that come out from, you know, around the country and
Yeah,
world.
and who knows? I probably should have, but whatever. It's all good. I'll figure it out. I'm not in a
Yeah,
rush.
different, like I said, different ball game for, you know, somebody who's doing comedy, and then, you know, you're drumming for, you know, like basically, I don't know what you
Go
you're
ahead.
trying to go for a career in music or a career in comedy.
Comedy.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
there. So it's not exactly on the forefront of your mind when,
Yeah.
why would I go out to NAM and spend 4 hours just, you know, talking to people? Who knows what can come of
Yeah.
it? When I could go hit a fucking set
Yeah.
at, you know, any of the fucking killer comedy spots out here in LA.
Yeah. I do want a cymbal sponsor and like maybe drumhead. So I need to figure that out. But I'm already sort of was kind of in the works of like putting a packet together to send out to like some of these companies where I feel like I wonder if maybe meeting them in person.
I could hit up the
whatever,
homies from Attack Drumheads. if you
Oh,
want.
okay, cool, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we know some music people.
Mm-hmm.
That's our podcast is.
Hell yeah.
We like marijuana. It's
Where are
phenomenal.
they based out of?
Attack?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, man. All I know is like 4 of my
I
fucking.
feel like I've used those heads
4
before.
of my good friends are endorsed by
Terry
them right now.
Bozzio sponsored by them? Who's it? I think I had Attack Heads for a little while.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But you endorsed by any stick companies or anything? Either?
No,
'Cause that
no.
would be something dope.
I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah. So what I should have, what my thought now is
Do
like
me
I
a
should have
favor.
gone to yeah.
Put me a press kit together for
Yeah.
you, and I'll send it out to a few people.
Okay, love it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
You
dope.
definitely do that, man. Because
I'll
I know
just-
Scorpion drumsticks, they're
Yeah.
fucking ill. They're probably some of my
Okay.
favorite sticks to use, but they are endorsing out the ass right now because
Yeah.
they're the newest players in the game.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I've been trying to find like those
Awesome
smaller
drummers.
like boutique
Yep.
companies, but then
Yep.
maybe want like where I could help out with some sort of like putting their name out a little bit more.
Oh yeah, and I think and the podcast you're on right
Yeah.
now gets a shitload.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube.
So crazy.
And then
Downloads.
hundreds of thousands of more downloads, right?
Yeah.
And you guys are fucking worldwide.
Ticket sales.
Right, dude. That's how crazy is that to be in a podcast that gets to travel the country and tour and do cool
It's
shit?
crazy, man.
So you
I
guys
can't
have-
think about it too much, or it freaks me out. but
What about like so how do you guys prep for like if you're doing an out of town show, man?
Me and Jeremiah will have like a meeting, or we'll have like a phone call, and sort of like depending on how many shows we have, we'll figure out what characters we're gonna do.
How many different bands do you guys have?
How many bands? Like, what do you mean?
Like you guys have like the Millionaire or the
How many
Millionaires.
characters?
Yeah. How many
Oh
character
fuck!
bands?
I don't even know, man. Like we did that calendar, so that was like
Do you
12.
guys
like-
do a blind band?
We have done it. We were
Have
blind.
you?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I did not get that. I want to hear that one.
It was dope. We got the glasses. I got the sticks off Amazon.
Yeah,
Who
dude.
was our guest? Well, Jeremiah wasn't there. It was me, Chris, and Jesse Johnson.
Chroma Chris, dude.
Yeah.
That dude.
I love that guy, dude.
That guy's a trip, dude. He's like the silent killer. And then
He
when
just got sponsored by GNL. They gave him a bass the other day.
Dude,
which
that's
is like,
fucking ill,
And
dog.
Orange Amps is like sending
Oh,
him
yeah,
an amp,
Orange is
so it's
dope.
Pretty
What,
dope.
hook up like a Crunch Studio or
He
something.
got some
like that?
dope ass like amp. I don't know.
That's fucking
So,
awesome. Orange amps are great.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
What the fuck? We have a lot, dude. Jeremiah has like almost 100 different characters on his Instagram. Like he does a
Yeah.
video after every show as the guy or whatever,
Yeah.
or woman, and he's got a lot, dude.
I was digging the your guys' Blink 182, man.
Oh, yeah,
you
that
and
was fun.
Travis Barker.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was
Those
nice.
tattoos did not come off for like a week.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know what you looked like. I just liked the character you were doing.
Oh,
I listened
wow.
to it every week.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, tidbit. So you did well.
Yeah,
To let you know,
Yeah,
for somebody
okay,
who couldn't even
thanks.
see.
you could hear the tattoos.
Oh no, I could hear you. I can hear you dogging on him about a plane crash a lot.
I mean,
Oh,
you gotta
that's
find
funny.
whatever you
Dude,
can,
Yeah, that dude's a big fucking staple out here, though.
Oh,
He
yeah,
runs
for
restaurants and shit.
Yeah.
dude.
I mean, he's doing it big, dude. That's That's crazy.
Now,
The work ethic on that.
Growing
dude
up
is
out
crazy.
here, did you get to see any of those bands early in
Yeah,
their
for
fucking
sure.
careers?
Not like Blink, not early in their career. I saw Blink like probably like when Enema of the State came out or something like that.
That's a good era to see Blink.
Or maybe Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. I don't
That's
remember.
even a great era to see Blink.
There
Two
used to be
good
this place called the Old Jail. It was like it was a gym, but they filmed the Feeling This video on top of it. So I remember like my cousin being like, "Yo, Blink's like filming a video here." I saw like Rancid a lot, Social
I fucking
D.
love Rancid, dude.
Yeah, being like I would always kick it on the Strip, kind of go to the Roxy and the Key Club and the Palace. I think it's the Avalon now.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to shows there. There was a house called the Drum Tank in Echo Park. There was like these like punkers had this house and like would throw these keg parties where you could like you paid like $5 or $10 and you got like a red cup and you could like fill it up all night and
we kind of have something like that in Cleveland called
Yeah.
the Plymouth House.
okay, cool. Yeah, but I saw this band 45 grades in like their washroom and that was pretty tight. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So that's pretty dope that you got, I mean, growing up in LA, you kind of get some opportunities that the rest of the world doesn't get when it comes to being.
It's weird because I don't even I know nothing else.
Right,
Until I go to those places and I'm like, damn, you guys like have nothing. But I guess Cleveland's like a little more of like a city, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's the biggest city in Ohio.
Okay.
But as far as it's just nothing like this. So, yeah, Cleveland's known for its music, and entertainment and food.
Yeah.
It's like in drinking.
I love Bone Thugs.
Who doesn't?
Yeah,
I got to meet
Bone
Busy
Thugs.
Bone at the Comedy Store. That was pretty dope.
He just opened for Busy Bone.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh yeah.
How many months ago was it?
Oh, that was in August.
August. Yeah.
Okay, dope. Would you DJ or something?
Yeah, but I did the sound
Okay, dope.
for my
man.
local homie that was opening
Hell
up
yeah.
for him.
Awesome. Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. It was a trip to just be there, like hanging out, like talking to him.
Fuck yeah.
Because I was
He's a
listening.
wild dude too when it comes down to it.
Yeah, I think he's in a place now where it seems like he's got his everything together, and it seems like he's like,
Get put his head on a little bit.
a little bit. I think there were times where he was really thugging out.
Yeah, he
you know,
was.
Yeah.
Which is why he was my favorite. He's,
Yeah, no, you can't be smoking no motherfucking weed in court, man.
yeah. Did he do that?
What?
Did he do that?
Oh no, that was just a skip from one of their fucking albums.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah,
I was
yeah,
going
yeah,
deep
yeah,
cuts
yeah.
on
He tell-
it.
yeah, that's from Eternal 99.
Yeah,
He tells him to
I'm
put it
happy
out.
you fucking
So-
know that. Yeah, more respect for you,
So
bro.
where it goes,
So
rolling, yeah.
I like that you get into punk and hip hop. What
Yeah,
are some
for
other
sure.
musics that you're into, man?
I like. I don't know, man. I that's the cliche
You're
thing.
all
I'm like,
around-
I like
right.
everything.
Oh, no, but that's what. And then here's what I follow it up. Then I go. Then what's the name of the last 5 things you looked up on Spotify?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up. So I
Dude, oh, you're gonna
be
be the
honest.
first person to actually pull it up because everybody else is like, oh, okay, well,
I'm
I like I got rock, indie, and
No. It'll take me a while to get this started. I'm trying to think of what what's the last thing I was listening to?
even like your genres, man. You can throw on like a '90s playlist. What do you like?
Nah, I don't really fuck with
80s hair
playlists a
metal,
lot that much, man. I'm real like
70s
specific
prog
if I
rock.
want to listen to something. Like I don't know.
You don't have a playlist.
I've never been on a playlist where like everything on it I like. Like
It's dope.
I'm just
a lot of skipping going on.
Yeah, I'm a real ADD when it comes to music. Sometimes I won't even finish like a song. All right, let's see. I mean, I have Center Field by John Fogerty on here last night because we were
Hell
the
yeah.
coaches, and so I had to like pull it up. But let's see.
Dude, we were gonna try to come out last night for the show.
Last 5. But we got Center Field by John Fogerty, Good Kid,
Yeah,
Mad
so-
City, Kendrick Lamar,
Oh, alright.
The Dreamer by Anderson .Paak with Talib Kweli,
So we're just bumping in.
Crazy Train, The Beach Boys,
All
The
right.
Baby Boys, Sturgill Simpson, Pusha T.
Ooh, Sturgill, nice.
And Rodriguez. You ever see Sturgill
Yeah.
for Sugar?
Cold facts, dude.
Yeah, so I was listening to that. To I Wonder.
Oh, see, that's a nice playlist, man.
But
That's
yeah,
a good
real
rock.
ADD, man.
Dude, that's the kind of how mine is, man. It's like you're gonna have a lot of like Big Sean,
Yeah.
and then right after that, you're gonna see Lamb of God.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They're dope.
Fuck yeah.
Were you gonna say something? You were saying something? Your first?
Oh, I said something about you being diverse.
Oh, diverse.
Yeah, that's what I
said.
said,
My
yeah.
first. I thought you were
No,
saying
he said drop a verse.
drop a
Ooh,
verse.
drop a verse.
Yeah.
It's
This
like-
guy's dropping fucking everything over here.
Man, I'm the blind man.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know why that would matter that I would drop shit because I'm blind, like my fingers.
You
don't
want to
work.
hold on to it because it's harder to pick it up after you gotta.
Yeah, you're right, dude. It's hard to find shit sometimes, man. It's a motherfucker.
I bet, Man, that's so crazy. I bet you hear music probably different than we do.
I pay attention to a lot
I bet,
more.
yeah.
A lot more.
What was
And
I
I'm very,
thinking
like,
about the
a
other
lot
day?
more critical of it too, though. That's the other problem. Is like some bands you can get into because they look cool and they
Yeah,
kinda,
for sure.
they're towards your.
That's that band Ghost. That's
Yeah.
what got me into
Yes.
that. I was like, yeah,
Hell
they
yeah.
look cool as fuck, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
And
And I
their
like the
music's
80s
really
sound.
upbeat,
I like
but
the
then they're
80s
like
sound.
talking about some satanic shit.
Yeah, for sure. They're like a pop
that's
band.
fucking dope,
Macabre,
man.
yeah.
Fucking dope though. I love that shit.
They're like satanic pop music.
Yeah, it's
It's dope,
fucking
man.
funny.
It's feel good music.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it kind of is. I'll rock that shit on the way to the store.
Oh yeah. So when did you start doing comedy and open mics and stand up and stuff like that?
December 21st, 2011.
I love how everybody knows like the exact date. Like
Well, you know, some people don't, but I don't
I was
believe
gonna
it.
say mine's like I know it's November 2018. Right?
Okay.
What are you talking about?
My first stand up,
What's your?
my first open mic was it 2017 or 18?
It was
November
2018.
November
2018.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, November 2018. See there, it took us a
Okay.
minute, but
Yeah.
that was my first open mic.
Yeah. How'd you guys all meet?
Cooch, I've known over here for
About 10 years.
Yeah,
Going on
about
10
There was a kid we called Cooch too in the neighborhood, like when we were growing
Yes,
up.
he's got the coolest last name ever though.
Oh, okay.
I know,
For
like,
Coochie.
yeah,
Coochie.
for
Wow.
Cooch.
Kate, well, you know, there's that actress Kate Makuchi. Her
Mm.
name's Makuchi.
I
her
once
last
dated
name.
a girl in middle school named Beth.
Okay, she's a girl with Makuchi is the
Yeah.
last name, man.
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine?
Oh man, you gotta watch what you name your kid.
Yeah.
That's for sure, dude.
Yeah, like Blind James. What the fuck
Right,
are your
what a
parents
fucking,
thinking?
fucking Papa James, man, what an idiot. Fucking.
Wait, you said you dated someone what with her?
Oh, her name was Beth Kulo.
Beth Kulo.
Ooh.
Hilarious.
Yeah, right,
That's
dude.
funny, man.
And those who don't speak Spanish, you have no clue why that's fucking hilarious.
It means ass.
I was told it meant pussy.
No, Kulo's butt.
Pinocchio.
Is it really?
Hilarious.
What wasn't it like Pinocchio?
Pinocha's,
Yeah,
that's pussy, yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I gotta
Vagina.
brush up on Spanish, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought was
That's
hilarious.
not the only thing you need to brush up on, dude.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Dog.
Fuck that,
I was like, what do you say?
Brush
I was like, dog,
Brush
I'm
up
pretty
on,
well
man.
kept.
No, I didn't even think that. I meant your hair.
I was thinking
perhaps.
grandma's titties. And
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, brush up on
Grandma's
grandma's
titties.
titties. Talking about this beautiful, that.
Yeah, sure. You don't know if it's beautiful. You
Dude,
can't tell.
It feels beautiful, dude.
It
Okay?
feels
It
beautiful.
fucking, it smells good, feels beautiful.
I wonder how many things
Judgy.
feel beautiful that aren't.
Have you ever squeezed the titties?
Yeah, I have.
Yes,
Yeah.
titties feel beautiful, and they are.
But they might not be.
Some of them that are, they don't feel nice when they're not.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. You get a fucking one that's sagging or a little hanging to the left or something, dude.
I
You're
like
gonna know.
that, dude.
You're into left hangers?
Dude, I'm into fucking hangers in general.
Dude, just some droopies.
I like I forget a while ago, like years ago, I was always laughing when people are like, yeah man, she had good tits, cause like I think they're all good.
Tits is funny.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they're
get
all
canceled
different, just
for
like every
this.
pussy. You know?
I mean, what I mean is all women are beautiful.
They're all beautiful and have wonderful breasts. You have to say it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Great New York boobs.
Great New York
Great
dudes.
New York boobs.
That's right, dude.
Yeah.
So you started doing stand up and shit. Where did you get your first slot at?
The Bronson bar in Hollywood. It's like on Sunset and Bronson. There was a bar there. I went to some mic at, like, there was this place called The Meltdown. They're not there anymore. There was like a famous sort of comic book shop, like comedy club in the back of the comic book shop. Like the
Oh, that's
Nerdist
pretty
started there and
Yeah.
all those places. But I went and I didn't get called in the raffle, and I just got a flyer for this other one. I went to that one, and then yeah, that was it. Went up, yeah.
So did you go up in there with material that you had like?
Yeah, I had
prepared?
written for like 3 months or something.
That's kind of what I did.
Did like a
I
shot of
drank
Jack,
really
had
hard.
a Pabst Blue Ribbon, and fucking
I
went
went
up.
up there and
Yeah.
fucking through. How'd it go the first time?
It was pretty good, man. It wasn't awful. Like my comedy was awful, but I like was able to do it, and I got laughs off of like me probably not getting laughs on certain shit, like whatever. If something didn't work, I was like, fuck you guys, and then I got
Right,
laugh.
that's good to know.
But you
to
gotta
do
also
that.
be careful because that's like a habit. You don't want to be the fuck you guys guy, you
Right.
know.
That's-
It's okay your first like 2
I
times.
say I didn't even know like getting into comedy until like 4 months ago that was the move. Like if your
Yeah.
joke doesn't land, be like, oh come on, what the fuck? You know that was funny.
See, but I've had there's a few different schools of thought where like I've met people who said like you shouldn't comment on it, and then there are people who say you have to. So for a long while, if I bombed, I would just go down with the ship. I wouldn't say, oh, this is new, or like, oh, you got that sucked, or blah blah. I would just fucking sit in the silence.
See, that was me.
and
That's
take
what
it.
I did. I would just eat that. I'd be like, next joke. Okay.
Now
It's
I'm
weird.
of the belief that you should comment on it because everybody's thinking it. And
Got to acknowledge it.
yeah, you
Makes
kind of.
sense.
I think. You know, I'm not sure.
think,
I would
yeah.
like to know what some of the pros think. I wonder what like. I bet you would find different. People have probably different versions of what they think as well. You know, for that.
Right.
But I don't fucking know.
Now you got some good fucking people around you that influence you.
Yeah.
You got Jeremiah Watkins.
Yeah. Tony, Brian, and they're not yes man, dude. Like I've had sets where like I felt like I did really good, and they'll still give me like notes after even that, and I'm like, all right, like they just want me to be good, you know. So
That's good, man. You got
Yeah.
people like that backing you.
because I've seen people who like they just bombed and they come off and their friends are like, hey, good
Yeah,
set.
good job.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
just
right.
stay bad forever, dude.
Yeah, get out of here with all that shit,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
So
you gotta
how-
be honest, man.
How is the comedy community here? Is it receptive? Because like in Cleveland, it's everybody's buddies, but at the same time, it's like they won't fuck with you unless you've done 3 or 4 open mics.
Yeah, that's fair. Because I think they want to know if you're like really in it. I think I've heard people out here they won't fuck with anybody unless they've seen them for like a year.
That makes total sense to me.
Because it's such a quick turnover, dude. Like, you just don't know if people are gonna quit or after New Year's you get all these like New Year's resolution people who want to try it but then they quit. Yeah, it's good, but for the most part, it's a pretty like supportive crew. Like. There are little pockets of like scenes out here, but everybody's pretty cool.
Now, what's up with the alternative comedy? Because I don't even have anything like that in Cleveland. It's all crude humor like that.
Yeah, there's some rude alternative stuff. I would say that alternative just got started as like these people who weren't getting spots in the clubs. They started like sort of making their own rooms at theaters or coffee spots or whatever. Yeah. So there's a lot of like I think they get a bad rap. There did become this thing where alternative comedy was like there aren't jokes, like it's just like this weird sort of like
get people to agree with you type of
kind
thing?
of there's that, but there's also I guess that or just sort of like basically like preaching to the choir.
I see a lot. Yeah, it's crowd hyping.
Yeah, but there is a lot of good alternative comedy. Like it's not all bad. Like I think that name gets a bad rap, but yeah, it's like
I agree because I could almost see like the kind of comedy I do could be considered alternative because
possibly.
I like to get up and just bitch about shit.
Yeah,
I don't have set up joke punchline.
Mm-hmm.
I do for some of my stuff, but it's me ranting about something and fucking bitching about being blind or something cool happened because I was blind. Like I squeezed the hot waitress's titty on accident. She bought me a drink.
Yeah,
things like that.
Okay.
Right. So those are kind of my.
I didn't know if that was a joke or you were just.
No, that wasn't. That is a
okay,
joke,
okay.
but I'm not gonna run through my whole fucking.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I got scared for a second.
No, you're good, man. You're good. But so you get into the comedy scene, and then how long did it take you until people were like, okay, this fucking dude's serious? Let's start
I'd
pulling.
say it took a year to really like start like knowing people around town, and then it took maybe like 3 years till like. People started like kind of noticing me, and then 4 or 5 where I was like felt like I was starting to kind of where I felt like I was in the scene, and then the last like 4 have been sort of just trying to figure out what my voice is and like.
Now, since you've been in it, now are you at the point where you're catching? Doing it full time, getting paid for gigs, and I mean, obviously you're traveling out with the podcast, and that's going to take care of something for you.
Yeah.
But, that's obviously not where you want to be. That's not your career.
I mean,
it is your career, but
I'll do it till the fucking wheels fall off. I would love to do Kill Tony forever, man. Like it's because that would like.
What about as far as your own comedy though? I mean,
I mean that's
Jeremiah
the goal.
Watkins,
For
he
sure.
seems to be like the guy who's got a good balance between. The band and stuff. So again, that's good that you have him to like help you and guide you with.
Yeah,
that
he's
shit.
taking me on the road with him in March.
I was just saying, what's your move there? Are you opening? You featuring?
I'm opening. I've been opening. I'm getting booked on like local shows and stuff like that. It's just a slow fucking. That's what it is.
It's a grind.
Yeah,
dude. It's all
Jeremiah's been at it like I want to say like 10, maybe over 10. I don't know how long he's been at it, but. So yeah, that's this next year is like what I'm really trying to push with that and start doing like longer spots and
for sure.
Yeah.
So what's your writing process when you go into these things, man? Are you the kind of guy who you go in with a premise, or do you sit back and you work out full joke?
No, not really. I've been lucky enough where sometimes I'll like reverse engineer a joke, like something will be funny and I'll like figure it out. But most of the time I'll have like an idea and then just go to some shitty bar and like go try it. And I've been lucky enough now where like on some of these road shows, just being brave enough to like sort of do it on a show, like do new material on a show, which can be scary.
Step in and throw it out there.
Because you want to kill, especially me. I'm going out
Yeah.
first. I gotta bring like 8 to 10 minutes and like just joke. No time for.
Yeah, especially when you're the next people coming up after you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, I gotta bring
They're
a Brian.
setting the bar of motherfucking.
Yeah.
Where comedy is
For
at
sure.
the moment.
Yeah, so I just gotta. Yeah, I like to do that. I'll have an idea and then work it out. But sometimes I'll sit and try to write the whole thing out. Usually, what I'll do is I'll go up with an idea. I'll record everything.
Mm.
So whatever gets a laugh, I'll go and like transcribe that and cut out all the words you don't need, all the ums and likes.
Know where to
and,
put in your pauses. And
yeah, just sort of like cut out all the extra words. But yeah, that's fucking.
That makes sense.
Record everything. I record every set.
That's the move. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to because you have to. It's just like with these podcasts, man. I have to listen back as much as I don't want to sit here and listen to myself fucking talk.
Yeah.
I have to because I have to go back and critique myself and go, hey asshole, like shut up, let the guest talk a little more.
Uh-huh.
Quit interjecting and asking them questions before they fucking finish answering
Yeah.
another question.
That's good. It is
So
your show
taking
though,
notes.
too, But the quest for self-improvement is like,
Yeah,
a good one.
it's never ending. That's
Yeah,
for damn
for sure.
So you're heading the road with Tony?
Yeah. No, Jeremiah's taking me. I'm doing
Jeremiah,
I think I'm doing the rec room in Huntington Beach on March 14th or something
We
like
just
that.
came back from Huntington.
Okay,
We
cool.
were just up there.
That's a cool room, man. The rec room. It's a dope club out there.
Huntington seems to be a cool little spot.
There are a lot of
a little
cool-
expensive area, but it's cool.
Yeah, there's a pretty good comedy scene out there though. I've got some buddies who run shows out there. It's fun because it's a bit of a drive, but it's like worth it. They'll pay you and like shit like that, so it's cool.
And a beautiful fucking spot.
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
I
Yeah.
I walked out in the morning and it fucking they literally just smelled like salt water and sunscreen, and I was like, this must be paradise here.
Yeah, I mean, I love that. That's what sucks about going to like Cleveland or those
Yeah,
places.
because it smells like shit and sewage.
Smells
It's just
like shitty
cold.
lake.
Nah, it's just cold.
Well, yeah.
I had a fucking real fun time in Youngstown because Tony's from there, so like we
His
went
parents
to
have that Italian restaurant.
yeah, so we went to his dad's Italian spot. They treat us like fucking like family.
Hell yeah,
We get
dude.
to like have wine and
How
dinner.
was that? What'd
Awesome,
you get?
dude.
What'd you eat there?
We had this like seafood pasta and just wine, like they keep pouring it. And then
Yeah.
we went to some bar down the street. I wish I could remember what it was called, but it was just dope. It was like it felt real like a tight knit sort of thing, and like
a little dive bar.
yeah, I bought a shirt there because I was like I had such a fun time there. Then we went to his mom's and she made us like fucking pasta with like she has like a famous like spaghetti,
Yeah, I've heard. That's
So-
why I wanted to see if you got in on that.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I ate like a psychopath that weekend, dude.
God, you're lucky.
But me and Jeremiah are pretty bad on tour. I'm probably the worst offender
Yeah,
because I finish everybody's food. Like people that don't want it, I'm like a garbage disposal. Dude.
it's these two
Yeah.
motherfuckers, dude. I eat like a goddamn bird unless it's really good. Then
Yeah.
I'll smash until I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
But like, dude, if I'm like just eating fast food or something, dude, I'm munch down like half and be like, all right, man, you gotta.
See, I wish, dude. I wish. I definitely think I have like fucking
You got
food
a worm
addiction
dog?
tendencies.
Y'all will
dude.
take for him?
Welcome
Nah.
to the club.
Yeah, dude.
First step is admitting it.
Yeah, nobody wants to fucking hear it from me because I'm skinny too, so nobody believes it.
No, we're even worse than that. Our metabolism doesn't allow us.
Oh,
to
it's all I think about, dude. Like I'm back on my bullshit right now. I'm trying to eat like good and like, but like, ugh.
temptation.
On Sunday, well, for the Super Bowl, I fought. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
What is this?
No,
What are you shaking? your-
eating good.
Yeah.
No, you
I thought you were maybe doing
You're
like one
only
of those Ray
eating
Charles things,
clean.
like.
No, I'm just trying to find out. We don't need to do all that. You gotta enjoy food.
Yeah, I know, but I gotta fucking, That's another thing with touring. Like, you gotta stay healthy, dude. Like,
Yeah, dude, because it's hard to poop on tour, bro.
That's exactly yeah.
Dude,
That's why it
pooping
is actually.
sucks,
Yeah.
dude.
And I share a room with Jeremiah.
I share a bed with Blind Joel, dude.
Wow. Well, you guys could jerk off right next to each other.
Dude, I know, no one
Nobody would
knows, right? Dude, I fucking throw up the little curtain, dude. I'm like, oh, wait, what is this for? It
Talk about a
doesn't even
blind
matter.
date, dude. What the fuck?
I'm like, hey, that's my stick.
Nah, yeah, he definitely is not with the shits. He's like, nope. He's like, what are you doing over there? Peeling an orange? What are we...
Right, dude. Like, hey, dude.
Did you buy a goldfish?
Right.
Yeah, it's
You
fucking.
playing with Gak over there, bro?
Yeah, dude. No, but it's like, because you can't pull out of these tours. Like, you have to go. So, like,
yeah, you gotta leave it in.
if you're going to, like, whatever, like Australia, right? Like, I have to be there. Like, I have to go because your flight's booked. You're wasting, like, thousands of dollars if you don't go.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you get sick or you're fucking whatever, like, I'm trying to live my life in a way more where, like, I'm healthy more often and I'm taking care of my
That
body.
makes sense
and,
for
like,
road life.
my brain, like, I've been telling people this all year. It's like everybody thinks that the tour and all that is the work. It's like really not. Like that's all the fun
It's the
shit.
setup.
The hard stuff is like taking care of your mind, dude. Your mind and your body, staying sane, feeling like
Preach.
yeah,
Getting
dude. It's
yourself
fucking,
wrapped
it's hard because
in
I'm a
straps.
fucking idiot. Like
You have to keep
I like
yourself
to
right.
drink, I like to party, I like to fucking, but I gotta like. I'm 33 now. Like the older I get, the more I value the days where I'm healthy and
Feeling
like, I feel-
good.
Yeah,
And you wake
yeah.
up happy. And
Yeah.
like, you're like, oh man, that's like the other day. I woke up at like 4 a.m. having a panic attack.
Yeah.
But like by like 5:30, like all the birds were chirping and shit. And I was
Yeah.
like, man, I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Oh,
It's good to know that I woke up to because I'm an ex-heroin addict.
Yeah,
So for me,
yeah.
I woke up and I was like, man, you know what? Like I just took a little gratitude list.
For
I was
sure.
like, man, you know what? I don't need to go fucking hustle for money.
How long have you been sober from that?
I've been off heroin since 2015.
Damn, hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. Then I went blind in 2016.
Do you think it was because of the heroin use?
Oh, definitely.
Really?
So I've been diabetic since I was 3,
Okay.
type 1. So that was kicking my ass. And
Yeah.
I had just a shitty fucking mother who didn't ever take care of me as a child.
Yeah.
So
Hence-
all of this shit progressed very quickly on my body.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I'm like now 18 years old. I start getting into heroin and all this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it until 25.
Smoking it, shooting it.
I started smoking it,
Yeah.
and then I went to rehab, got out, started shooting it.
Fucking hey.
Right.
Balls
yeah,
to the
that was
wall,
smart,
dude.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, my grandma who raised me died, and that was like my excuse to be like, I'm going off the deep end.
That's a rough one, dude. That's fucking death is such a
Yeah, like I
fucking
said, I had
crazy
shit
thing.
parents.
Yeah.
So that grandma that was there for me,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the worst one for me.
Oh,
So
yeah.
After that, I was like, I have nobody. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I think, that's like fucking, passing of like a loved one is like one of the hardest things we go through as humans. And then
Oh yeah.
some people fucking, you gotta cope with it, I guess, I worry about that shit. I'm like,
It takes
Dude,
longer for
that's
some
well.
people.
Even like
Yeah.
what sucks for me was I get clean in 2015. And I go blind in 2016.
Yeah.
That same year, I lose my dog,
yeah,
died, and then one of my best friends, and then my brother.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
Holy shit.
Right. And I go blind in the same year.
Yeah.
Dude, like 2016 was the worst fucking year ever. If anybody can make it through the year I went through in 2016,
Yeah.
you're a fucking soldier,
And
dude.
here you are now.
Right. And so for that, it was just huge for me to be like, all right, man, if this fucking stupid drug I ate for so long, literally, not only did it prevent me as an adult to start taking care of myself,
Yeah.
to stop, the fucking cycle that I had been in from childhood with this shitty, care system I was in.
Yeah.
Instead, no, I go off deep and I go into drugs, which makes me even worse for my
Yeah,
body.
yeah.
You
It's
know?
like penny wise, pound foolish. Like you're
Dude,
trying to
right.
do it.
You're just,
cope,
yeah, and you
but
run it.
You're
you run
fucking
it,
yourself
dude.
though, yeah.
Every time, dude. It's a vicious fucking
so
cycle.
4 years. That's dope.
And then, yeah, dude. But
Then
then
you
when
just
my
fucking smoking weed.
yeah, then that's what happened was when I started to go blind, I had a lot of issues with retinopathy, retinal detachment,
Yeah.
and then glaucoma.
My dog has retinal detachment. I might have to get his eye taken out pretty soon. That's been a
They-
bummer.
Well, they should be able to if it's fully detached.
Yeah.
yeah, then they're probably not gonna be able to save it. But the
Yeah, I
eye
don't
should be able to
think
sit there, no problem.
It's also one of those things where it's like gonna be so expensive, and
Right.
it's like he's an older dog. I'm trying to figure that out right now.
Yeah, so when I got glaucoma in my eyes, they tried to put me on painkillers and shit.
Oh,
I'm like,
fuck.
dude, I'm a junkie. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah.
So they were like, oh, your only other option is to take your eye out. And I was like, fucking take it out, kids.
Yeah.
I'm
Damn.
not risking losing everything I'm rebuilding.
That's good. Looks like you're making better decisions.
Yeah.
That's a fucking tough one too.
Now,
to
you
make,
know,
you
start a podcast and
Hell yeah.
manage fucking musicians. I run a club in downtown
Oh,
Cleveland.
that's dope.
I'd love to book the Kill Tony podcast.
What's the
there.
club?
It's called Stella's Music Club, downtown
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Maybe I'll fucking bring my ass over.
Dude, I'll book you.
Yeah.
With your, get me in touch with your guys' agents and shit.
Okay.
And then I'll get you booked there.
Hell yeah.
100%.
That'd be fun.
Definitely, dude. I'd love to get a fucking a show going up in there.
Yeah, I like Cleveland. We when we go there, we did the hilarities at the Pickwick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This place is dope, man.
I just got asked to do my first show there.
Oh, cool. It's a cool room, man. The owner's fucking cool as
Nick.
hell. Yeah.
Nick's phenomenal.
He looks like he
dude.
used to murder people for the mafia.
I
or
think he
something.
may have.
Allegedly. He's a
And
nice
then
guy.
I can't remember the booking, the manager guy.
Okay.
I'm
I'm sure I've met him, yeah.
I can't-
They're all been
I don't know,
super
dude.
nice.
But dude, Sam, that's Sam. Sorry,
Okay.
he's super fucking cool, dude. And tell me they don't have the best food of any comedy
It's
club.
so good. Yeah.
Any comedy
I
club.
love
bro.
it. And they're so nice about it too. Like if you start, like he'll keep like offering you food
Keep
till you
bringing
get
it,
something.
dude.
Yeah.
Right, and I've heard that their service for green room is even better.
Yeah, they're awesome. I don't
Like,
think they
the
have a green
waitresses?
room there actually, but I think it's like literally Nick's office.
Well, yeah,
But yeah, but they'll
I
bring
think
you
it's-
whatever.
I've never been back
Yeah.
there, but I mean, I know that they have some kind of room for chilling.
But upstairs is the restaurant, so you could just like eat there.
Yeah, and chill at the bar.
Yeah.
And then it's right there in downtown Cleveland.
Yeah.
So there's everything there.
Yeah, we went to some other like bar like down the street. I think it might be like a distillery / like restaurant spot.
Maybe Great Lakes Brewery or something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But,
The best place is my uncle's bar. It's called Johnny's
Mhm.
Little Bar.
Okay.
It's like a probably 55-seater bar,
Johnny's.
50, something like that.
Oh yeah, upstairs.
Oh,
If you come
good,
upstairs, yeah.
Well, all right. Well, the bar,
Downstairs is pretty
35,
small.
Yeah.
35.
I would say
Sounds
maybe
cool. I like
35
But
max.
it's connected to this place called Johnny's downtown, which is
Okay.
a super upscale restaurant.
Okay.
Then there's Johnny's Little Bar. It's off this little back alley. You go in there, 35 seats, super
Oh,
dark.
that's
My
awesome,
uncle's
man.
playing nothing but rock and shit in there.
Hell
Good
yeah.
fucking tunes. And it's nothing but the bar menu from the Johnny's
Oh,
place.
cool. Awesome.
So you get all the Johnny burgers and all that
Ah,
shit. You just
sounds
can't order
great,
a filet
dude.
mignon with
Yeah,
foie
yeah.
gras and
yeah,
whatever.
fuck that.
But dude, you can still go down there and get chicken paprikash. Fucking, I
What's
love
that?
It. Oh, dude.
What?
Yeah,
He's
what's
from-
that?
Ooh,
He's
yeah,
from
yeah.
out here, dog.
Yeah.
He ain't Midwest. You don't know
Yeah.
about Hungarian and
True,
Polish shit.
True.
Yeah, what is that?
All right, so chicken paprikash is you either do it noodles or dumplings,
Okay.
all right? And it is a like creamy Hungarian paprika and chicken sauce.
Okay, damn, that sounds great.
Dude.
Damn, I
I'll
love
whip up some chicken paprikash.
It is
Ask
fucking
Tony about
great.
it.
Okay.
Ask
Sure.
Tony about it. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
chicken paprikash, what? And he'll be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
Dick, he loves it.
Damn,
It's so good.
That's awesome.
There's some killer food in Cleveland, man.
Yeah, we had some really good stuff out there, man.
I gotta get you booked out there,
What
man.
else
Get
do we
a Cleveland
fucking-
corned beef sandwich, dude. It's the
dude, I
best
had that
corned beef
in,
of all time. It's
in
good.
Canada, I had like a corned beef sandwich and like poutine, like legit poutine.
With
It was great.
poutine on it? Or-
No, like
Oh, I was like,
I
whoa.
was gonna say, whoa.
Yeah,
Ooh,
right.
it wiggled. It wiggled.
My soul
No. Yeah, after that tour, I came back and like, usually I'll whip myself right back into shape, but then I'm like, sometimes it carries over and I'll just be like shit for like the next week.
One more week, I gotta have for it. What's your favorite num-nums around here? in
Oh
these
fuck,
parts,
dude.
Hit
Oh.
it, dog.
You're asking the foodies.
Give
about
it to
that.
me,
It's,
dude.
Okay, so there's masa. They make deep dish in Echo Park. It's like supposed to be, and I've had Lou Malnati's in Chicago, and like
Yeah.
it's
I love them.
they're the shit.
Yeah.
But
That
this
sausage
is like
is the
pretty
best.
fucking good out here. Like from what I've heard, it's even people from Chicago like will back that up. Masa in Echo Park. There's El Cochinito in.
Now that
Echo
sounds
Park.
like a place I'm trying to
That's a
hit.
Cuban. Yeah, they make Cuban sandwiches. They got
Oh, dude, I'm
Mm.
trying to get some pastelitos.
They got the best sandwich in the world award like in 2016.
Okay.
So that's
Oh,
where
man,
Joey
dude.
Diaz goes and he loves it. There's Domingo's Italian Deli in Sherman Oaks. That's like or Canoga Park. They're awesome. So my buddy Steve Simone, he's from Philly.
Have you
He's-
ever been to Justa?
Oh yeah, that's in Venice, right?
I don't know.
I've never been, but they have a baklava croissant, so I've been like wanting to go there because I want that.
Oh.
I know.
I heard about it from Brian
So
Callen.
take one
He was
more.
talking about it on
Yes.
Fighter of the Kid. He
Yes.
said that they have the best Italian sub he's ever had.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, but I
man.
know they have the baklava croissant.
So look, now that's two reasons: an Italian sub and a baklava croissant.
Yeah, I mean that just sounds insane. Dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
What else is fucking good out here, man? What do I like? Damn.
All right? So what's your background? You fucking Mexican?
Yeah,
What's up?
yeah, Mexican. Yeah.
Okay, so give me some.
You gonna
give
deport
me-
me or something?
Maybe, oh, dude, maybe I am ice, dog.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm from fucking Cleveland, dude.
Well, I don't
Buddy
think you're ice.
Wednesday.
You can't spell ice without eyes.
One eye. So we're good.
Eye.
There's one eye in ice, and I got it.
There you go.
Oh,
Can you see out of that one or no?
No, fuck
Okay.
no, dude.
Alright, cool.
it's a completely retinal detachment in that one. I'll tell you what I can see is if I lift up my glasses here, I can.
You can see light.
Barely. I can
Okay.
see. Hold on.
Where
Oh,
you-
there, that one.
Oh,
I can
wow.
see this
red.
coming down.
That's red.
Yeah, I can see that
I
coming
wonder if
right
that's
down
like
on me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
out of
the
left-
brightest,
See,
though,
out of the
too,
left
that's why.
peripheral, where so my retina detached this way,
Yeah.
so they laid it back down.
Yeah.
Put the oil in, so this little part is still attached on the
Oh, they
way
did that
left
to
side.
Bisping, right? They injected
Yeah,
oil
exactly same
inside,
thing
yeah.
as Bisping, dude. 100%
Fuck.
same fucking thing with me.
Damn.
Yeah, only the right one, yeah, it was just rough. They had to remove it.
Yeah.
Do you want to see it?
No.
All right.
No.
Thought I'd ask. Dude. I was just being
it's
courteous.
okay. Thank you for asking.
Touch it.
Most people say
Okay,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, no.
Most people are like, oh yeah, let me
Most
see.
people are
Like,
like,
If
oh,
I
yeah.
was drunk, yeah, I think I some killed Tony asked the guy if he could take his eyeball out, but he didn't.
I don't take it out. I don't have it a replacement.
Yeah.
On it. And it's not like a hollow eye. I still have the eyeball.
silicone. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, the eyeball's still there. It's just
Gotcha.
the pretty layer is gone with
Yeah.
like my nice
Oh, fuck.
my little ball thing.
All right, that's enough, dude.
Yeah.
It's right here. We're recording on it, dude. This fucking snowball thing is what your eyeball looks like.
Yeah, it's legit, man. It's probably not a bunch of dots on it.
God damn it.
Oh, fuck, dude. What time are we looking at, yo?
52. Oh, 55. Excuse
All
me.
right, cool, man. We got about an hour, dude. Well, I appreciate
Oh,
you
yeah.
doing this interview today.
Oh, yeah, thanks for fucking thank you.
It
Thanks
means
for
a
this
lot.
thing. This is amazing.
Dude, it means
Oh,
a lot.
let's
that,
shout them
oh,
out
yeah,
real
I
quick.
forgot.
Shout out to
Let's
North
sponsor.
Coast. What is it? North Coast what?
North
Cannabis.
Coast Cannabis.
North Coast Cannabis.
That's right.
Guys, you want
dude.
your fucking these beautiful Canna cigars? What are they called?
Canna
Cigars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to hit him up. He's at all the smoke events. You guys can,
Yes.
hit up North
Look how
Coast
pretty
Cannabis.
that is. It's got the wax fucking thing. They engraved my
Yeah.
name in it in glass.
Yeah, right, dude. Isn't that great?
Honestly, this is the #1 reason I wanted to do this after.
I know. That's why I said I had to bribe you. I had to bribe
And I don't even smoke like that. I'm not even
Really?
like.
But
I'm
it
not
was
even-
so good.
Yeah. I feel
So-
like one puff of this, I'm gonna.
Waldo, do you want to let him know
Night,
how
night.
to burn these real
Night, night.
quick?
So when you go to light that, make sure you do use a torch.
Okay.
And then light
I'm
it
gonna
like
buy
it's,
a torch.
Yeah,
just
buy
for
a
this.
cigar torch.
light it like it's a cigar.
Yeah.
You want to get
You wanna-
it really, really hot and
Gotcha.
then hit it the same way.
Oh fuck, dude! I need like a Xanax before I smoke that.
No, you don't. Trust me.
Oh yeah, you'll be.
You'll be
Night,
Plenty
night,
down.
just night, night.
Oh,
Yeah, you're gonna go to bed on that.
all
All
right,
right.
that's pretty dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, North Coast. Hell yeah, this
North
is
Coast
tight.
Cannabis, man.
And then what they roll these? Is it a blunt wrap or they roll
It's
it?
No,
in?
no.
box pressed, and then that one is hemp leaf.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
What does
100%
box
natural.
pressed mean?
Like a real good
Like a
tight
real
pressed cigar.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You see the mouthpiece on that is really like hard and like,
Okay.
but yeah. It's
I don't have to do that. Like cut the thing
No,
off. And
no,
they're all ready
It's
to
ready
go.
to go. It's got a little hole in it, punched already, and everything.
Okay,
on the
awesome.
mouth. Yeah, these are ready to rock. Just use that torch, light it like a cigar,
Oh yeah.
burn down with like 6 to 10 people.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have a party just to
That,
fucking.
legit, man. I say get your homies together, and yeah,
Yeah.
this is what you want to bust
Holy
out,
shit.
and then let them know that the Wake and Bake with Blind James
Hell
got
yeah.
that to you,
You
and
gotta
have
find
them
the people
follow
that
us.
are worthy to fucking.
We have a 1 ounce form of that we're trying
I
to
saw the
get.
picture.
We're trying to
It's
get it to
fucking
Peter Dante,
crazy.
man. We're trying
Who's
to
that?
get it to him. You know Dante from Grandma's Boy, the weed dealer guy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
him.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, we're trying to get it to him.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys leave tomorrow.
No, we're here in town in LA until the 7th, and then we
Okay.
head down to Long Beach for a
Just
couple
today.
days.
You guys should have hit me up about Kill Tony yesterday.
We had other things we were doing.
Gotcha.
We were doing an interview. Me and him were busking at Venice, and then we
Okay.
linked up with this dude Elliot. He runs this thing called what's it called? The Hoop Bus.
Bus.
The Hoop Bus.
The fuck is that?
It's this bus with basketball hoop, and he travels the world and just plays basketball with people to
Oh,
connect
okay.
them.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, super dope dude, and we're gonna try to link up with him. And then we had to do a thing with Abracadabs.
Okay.
He's a big time dabber at social
So you're
media.
like with
dude.
like the weed community and stuff like that,
We're
right?
weed, music,
Yeah, yeah.
comedy, dude,
That's
everything,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
We're just about having a good time promoting and meeting
Dope.
dope people like you.
Hell yeah.
And dude, I for real, man, I thank you a lot for coming in, man. I have a lot of people back home that were super fucking excited to find
Hell
out that
yeah.
I was gonna have you on the show. They're like, dude, that's fucking huge, man.
Cool. Hell yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, my other, but well, whatever. This guy, maybe I'll link you guys up.
That's a
with this
dope
too.
ass hoodie, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
it
They
is.
went to Jared's on Instagram, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say like everything he does. He's an artist and he makes things.
All right, for
That's
sure.
cool.
Well, yeah,
Cool.
dude, link us up.
Yeah.
See if he wants to come on and talk about his art.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, that'd be dope. Other than that, man, yeah, like I was saying, dude, just having you on,
Yeah.
it's been a really cool experience getting to come out here and talk to you. I thank you for even giving us the time of day.
Oh, dude, thank you. This was way cooler than I thought. You never know, like when
Yeah,
you're
for sure.
meeting people, but like overall, I've been pretty like happy. I haven't met any sort of like kooks.
No, yeah, we try to come through as professional as possible.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah. This is awesome. Thank you guys.
Yep, for
Yeah,
sure, my
yeah.
dude. And then let's do the we'll do our rounds real quick here. Cooch, thanks for running the little sound and shit today, my man.
Hell yeah, as always, my
You ready
pleasure.
to go hit the rest of the day in Cali?
Yep, it's gonna be long.
Sure, let's do it, man. Yeah, we gotta check. We gotta actually go out to the store or something. Or where are you doing your
Yes,
show? Where are you
yes.
doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow's at Cell's Comedy Hole. I think. Let me pull that up while you guys fucking.
Yeah. Get your stuff ready for your plugs, and then I'll do my little swing around here. So, Cooch, my man, thank you again.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
tell the people where they can find you.
You
Huh?
can find me at Don_KOOCH. That's Don Cooch on Instagram.
Hell yeah, it is. And then Waldo, the executive producer, thank you for running that video and shit over there, dude.
Happy to do it, buddy.
Right on, man. You ready to go kick it for the rest of the day?
Absolutely.
We gotta go do a interview with Yusuf Ali,
Right.
and then after that, we are gonna try to link up with what's that, dude?
Jerry Krasicki.
Jerry
Yeah,
Kasicki.
Jerry K, dude.
Yes, so we're very
Yo,
fucking
that's-
excited. A lot of cool shit for the Wake and Bake, man. We're pushing really hard to make our show the greatest fucking podcast in the world. And, thank you for helping make that part of it, dude.
Hell
But,
yeah.
Waldo, you guys can find him on Instagram at Party with Waldo. And then our guest,
Hell yeah. Just on
Joel
Instagram.
Jimenez.
I'm mostly sorry on Twitter and Instagram. I put everything on there. So.
yeah, mostly
Oh, yeah.
sorry, man. That's sort
I
of
just
he was
realized
like-
I wasn't smiling this whole time, and I hope I don't look like a fucking
Yeah,
a
you
dick.
probably look like a real asshole.
Probably. I'm just, I was just
Just wanna
chill
let you know
in
that.
the conversation,
I
just
just want to let you
enjoying
know that
myself.
there are going to be people that are
Good.
posting on Twitter and stuff.
Good.
Hey, mostly sorry on
Uh-huh.
Instagram was just a fucking schmuck to blind
Good.
James.
Good thing I don't need them.
Right. Oh, that's good shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, thank you guys for stopping by Waking and Baking this evening. You guys know where you can get a hold of me on Instagram at the Wake and Bake OH. Hell yeah. And then get over to Facebook and YouTube to watch our stream. That's the Wake and Bake with Blind James. Put a little N in there like Bone Thugs and Harmony. Got that? Boom, boom. Listen to it on your favorite streaming platform. Then last but not least, patreon.com/blindjames. Hook it up with that donation. Keep our show afloat. Keep bringing you dope-ass interviews like the one we're bringing you out here in LA today.
Yeah.
Again, thank you guys for stopping by, Waking and Baking. And remember, even if you lose your sight, never lose your vision.
Peace.
Yeah.